Hi, my name is Sage, and welcome back to my channel. Like the color. Hope we get the reference. Anyways, today we're going to be doing a makeup tutorial because I have somewhere to be in like 4 hours, but we're going to get started on it early because why not? So I'll say what is already done is my lash clusters, and I got this lash cluster from Target. And I got the lash glue from Amazon, and it's pretty good. It was like $7 or $6. It looks like this. Like, this is a seal, and then, oops, this is the bond. It's pink. I will say, like, for the bond, it dried out really quickly. I'll say, and I hardly used it, and it doesn't feel like, I don't know. But it's not bad. Like, it does stay pretty good. So I'll give it that. So I'll give it like a 7.5 out of 10, give or take. And the lash clusters I use, oh my god, I'm kind of new to doing this, but I got this from Target, BeBlinky, and this is in the like version or like style KV07. I got it from Target. You can see I've been playing with it a lot. They also have the 08. I don't know if every single Target sells this, but the one near me did. And these are the ones I use. I do have some other sets, but these are the two that I use the most. So next up, we're going to go into the actual face. So I'll say this much. I don't do highlight and I don't do contour. And you're like, why don't you? I don't know how to do it. This is really just the reason. I don't do it. I just can't. Like, it's unfortunate, but I just can't do it. But let's get started. And I'm currently having a lip oil on. It just keeps my lips moisturized. I won't be keeping this lip oil on, but it is. And I use the Fenty Beauty Hydrating lip oil, and this is in the I guess the scent, smell, shade Kalari Melon. And I love Fenty Beauty and all her lip products. If you know, I love her lip products. They never have failed me in my entire life. Don't mind me rustling to find my products, but I'm just like looking for something specific that is not here. Tears, but I'm sure it'll show up because knowing me. And I just saw it too, so that's kind of like, ooh. Ooh, I got myself. Pause. And we're back. I cut myself. So that's nice. Wonderful. But I was looking for my color corrector, and it seems like I found it. I bought this back in high school. I am graduating college. It is nowhere near finished. Granted, I don't color correct much as I should, but that's not the point. Not the point here, guys. The point is, it's nowhere near done. But we're gonna get started. So, here we go. Oh, please. I didn't start with primer. Sorry, guys. This is the primer I use. The e.l.f. Power Grip Primer is pink. It's pink. I've been using this since it came out. It's a holy grail. I love it. It's probably the only primer I use, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie to you. Ooh, this cut hurts. I'm not gonna lie. This cut freaking hurts. I put ointment on it, so hopefully that helps. And hopefully by 6 o'clock, this cut doesn't hurt as much. I might have to reapply a band-aid, but at least it's like not bleeding out. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I don't bleed out. I don't think I will. But yeah. So I love lash clusters. this is very off topic, but I love Lash Cluster for the fact that I don't have to think about mascara, because I feel like mascara is not doing its job anymore, and I don't know if it's because I'm losing lashes because of the mascara, but the Lash Clusters definitely just help give you that volume that I'm looking for, the length, and the style, because I think I'm looking for a particular style when it comes down to my eyelashes, and mascara helps to an extent, if that makes sense. It's not perfect. So I love Lash Clusters for that reason. I'm still learning how to apply them. Like, when I first saw Lash Clusters, I was like, yeah, I want to, but those look like I'm going to poke my eye out. And I have multiple times. But, granted, I survived. I'm still here. You know, thankfully. And my eyes are still intact, still got 20/20 vision, still have my eyeballs, and you know, that's great. But now I just finished applying my primer. I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna let this sit for like 30 seconds because that's what I said to do. Ooh, and this cut is burning. Like, burning. But let's see, we can survive, right? But the one thing I hate about Lash Cluster, it feels like it's in my eye. I feel like at one point it's just going to drop into my eyes. And I usually let my Lash Cluster sit for about 2 to 3 days. I give myself 2 to 3 days. Just because after 2 to 3 days, I'm going to rip them off my face. So I put them on Saturday because today's Saturday. And they're gonna come off Monday. So hopefully it works. So yeah. In the meantime, past that, we are gonna put on brow gel. I don't do my brows. Like, I can't do that whole little thing. I really can. And I wish I could. I really wish I could, but I can't. So we're gonna use the NYX brow glue in black. What? So cool. But yeah. And I am looking into a mirror, so, because I don't know, it's easier this way. And my hair keeps getting in the way. I just do that. I give it a little bit like shape and definition, you know. Because it's black, like my natural brows, it doesn't feel like too much. It doesn't feel like a brow pencil. It just feels like it keeps my brow in place while just giving it a little bit more color, and like I can fill in the gaps better with this product. I mean, there's obviously great products out there, don't get me wrong. This is just works for me, and it's the best product out there. And now we can color correct. So we're gonna go in with the LA Girl Pro Conceal. Ooh, if you can't tell, this is I have so much in here. I should probably like wipe it off. It's kind of dirty. Like, I don't know if it's just me, but sometimes I just have to clean my products once in a while. Like the excess around the corners, like it just helps it look a little bit better for me. Like, I feel better about using it, you know. See, a little bit cleaner. I think that's just in the inside at this point. Yeah, that's just in the inside. So we're gonna take a little. Oh, it's already coming out on that side. Ooh, almost poked my fucking eye out. Sorry. And that feels like a lot. Go there, here, and then I'm gonna do all around my mouth. So it's gonna look weird. Okay, there you go. drag that out, just making sure. I really have hyperpigmentation on my right side, which shows up on your left. Really have it here. Not really much here. Like I just put a little bit, just like, you know, so this cheek doesn't feel left out. And I do have like a little bit up here. I think I feel like I had more, but I guess not. Oh, let me cover that. Now I look weird, but I promise you, it all works out. I promise you. I promise. It's still good. And I used to like that. I'll show you how I do it. But every time I put on a layer of makeup, I put on setting spray. So one, so my concealers can blend out easily, and two, like each product stays on as much as possible till we get to the final step where I use my finishing spray, which is this. Wonderful. And I like to protect my lashes just because this is water. My lashes are not mascara, so because also that. Because some reason my lashes also when I close my eyes stick, so I try not to, you know. Let that dry. And we're gonna go in with a sponge. Trusty dusty sponge. Actually, this sponge is okay, but this is actually not my favorite sponge. I also use this Real Techniques like mini sponge thing. You put your finger in it. I'm gonna use my middle finger. I usually use my index. Yeah, my index finger, but because it has this, we're gonna use our middle finger. I do have nails on, so we're gonna kind of like just adjust it. I realize nail glue got on it. We're gonna go in really daintily. I usually start with everything else but the eye. And it might feel like a lot, but concealer, color corrector is super good. Like, it gives me, ooh, I felt my hair. The big thing, my hair gets stuck to my face a lot. Especially with their primer. That primer is super grippy. Like, I don't know if you can hear it, but it's like, it really grips to my face. And normally I use this for my under eye, but sometimes I'm just like, why not? Let's just use it everywhere because I don't really have time. Ooh. So, there we go. Then we go in with the eyes. I kind of like scrunch it up a little bit. And that's how I do it. Wonderful. And I also get like that part, that like my eyelid. Because when I say everything needs to look seamless, everything is going to look seamless. Because the top of my eyelid is a little bit darker for some reason. I really don't know. But you see how it already looks brighter? Yes, it looks orange. Please. Of course, it's orange. But you see how it kind of looks a little bit more seamless? Yeah. That's what we're going for. Oh my god. I look like an orange mess. You're not supposed to put this much orange concealer, but it'll work out. I promise you. I feel like I did maybe put too much. I might have to go in with a sponge. Yikes. Might have to use a sponge. Yeah. So I might have been a little bit too much orange concealer, but it's fine. It'll work out. I'll make it work out. So that was like 2 minutes of blending. Bear with me. Next up is concealer. People are like, oh, do you do foundation or concealer? I do foundation. I do concealer first. Say that you get it together. And I have multiple concealers I go through. Okay. So, stick with me, guys. Stick with me. I promise you, it's all worth it. Or is it? We'll see. Well, you just have to stick around and see, don't you? No, that's camel. No. Nor. Maybe too light. So, guys, my concealer fell. Oh, and I found it. It's not broken. Oh, I thought it was broken. Just gonna get it. If you don't mind. Sorry. I have a lot of makeup, so if you see me rustling on the side, it's just because I'm looking at makeup and I'm like, I don't know which one I'm gonna choose that day. I'm just like so excited which one we're gonna use. And I have multiple concealers, multiple everything, and they all have a different purpose. So don't worry. So here we go. Here's the concealers I have. I have my Saie Beauty one, and it's really good. It kind of matches more of my skin tone. So I use this like on my cheeks where I don't want it to look brighter. I don't want my cheeks to look brighter than the rest of my freaking face. So like my my lip area, my cheeks, and my forehead, like wherever I put the color corrector, is that's where I'm gonna put my Saie Beauty. And I'm kind of running out. I gotta go buy more. Ugh. I love spending money, and I also hate it at the same time. But you know, that's the way of the world. So I'm gonna, again, just like how I did the color corrector, is what I'm gonna do with my like lip area. I'm gonna go in a circle. Now this just looks weird, but I promise you it's gonna work out. See, just going like that. Just rub it everywhere. Oh, I'm supposed to set my color corrector with setting spray, but whatever. It doesn't really matter. Did I put concealer? I did put concealer for it. I put it right here in the middle. You'll do that. That was like a popular technique that I saw on YouTube years ago when I first started doing makeup. I would just drag it down. But I just do it because it's fun. You don't really have to, but again, do what works for you, to be honest. Like, this is how I've been doing it for years, and trial and error. So this is what works for me. Well, this is kind of sitting on my face. I'm also going to spray it with my setting spray, if I can find it. I'm also going to take a sip of tea. It's kind of cold, though. Wonderful. And my sparkling water. Wonderful. So now we're going to go in again. Okay. Just makes it just easier to blend. Ooh, right here. And we're going to go use a head. And that same sponge we're going to use on our face. And you can also spray the sponge. Make it deep. To make it workable. So I like to start with my nose. You see? You see how that just blends so nicely? That's what I love about this concealer. I have to get another one. I have to. I realized I have to. Like, I thought about it, and I got it on sale, and it was like $26. I'm hoping that the sale, like the SEPHORA sale, like makes it 10 times cheaper. Because I realized I love this concealer. I'm starting to realize I love this concealer. And I heard people about carving out their eyebrows. I've never done that. And I'm not going to try it again today. I'm not going to try it today. That's going to be for another video where I try out different beauty things that I've seen on the internet and that I think I should try. My cheeks. can feel it. You ever like feel your hair on your face while you're doing something, or like on your lips? It's the most annoying feeling in the world. Oh, guys. Oh my god, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Spun down so nicely. What? Okay, come on. Okay, there it is. Okay. I got water dripping. Alright, now around my mouth. Most importantly, if it gets on your lips, or well, if it gets on my lips, I wait till like the very end when I'm doing my lip combo to like fix everything. So when it might get on my lips, I don't really care for now. I will be fixing it later. And I'm kind of upset that I have hyperpigmentation. Okay, I'm not upset because there's nothing I can really do about it right now. But I just don't like the blackness around these corner of my lips. Because it kind of messed up my lip combo, but it's fine. It's really fine. No big deal. So now we're going to go in with a brightening concealer. So I used two different ones. I used the NYX Bare With Me concealer in the shade Deep Golden. And I also used the Sephora Best Skin Ever Glow multi-purpose concealer in the shade 56. Now, this is a little bit orange. I'll show you. In my opinion, it's a little bit orange. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like a lot darker than me. Like it has like an orange shade, and I don't like it, but it does give a little glow. So sometimes I'll just use it like on the outer corners. Oof, guys, like right here, but it doesn't show up too bad, you know what I'm saying? Like it looks dark on my hands, but on my face it doesn't show up too bad. But you see how it looks a little orange, and I really don't like that about a lot of makeup companies. Nothing really has like a nice non-orange undertone. Like, come on, black people don't only have an orange undertone, and that pisses me off. Wait, is this the right one? Yes, Deep Golden. This is like a brightening concealer, also a good brightening concealer. I have, well, it's not, okay, so these concealers are not necessarily brightening, but they're just very much lighter than my skin tone, which is why they brighten. I also use the shade, the Juvia's Place Magic Eye Magic Concealer in the shade 10. I feel like 9 is better, but this is also super good, and I really like it. Ooh, something did not blend out at that top, and I just caught it on camera. Okay, I guess that's like the best we're gonna get right now. This is also really good, so we'll see what should I use. I'm gonna go with this, my Juvia's Place one. I've had this also, again, years, and Juvia's Place is black owned, which I love, so they kind of, wow, you see how lighter that is? Ooh, that might have been a lot, but yikes. So sometimes I'll use the Deep Golden one, and then this is like the regular one in the shade Camel, but also in the middle. So you see I already have in the middle, I'm just going to put a little bit of the, again, the Saie Beauty. I'm going to blend that out. So I have like 3 different concealers going on, but I promise you they all work. Now, next step. So, I can use this. This is the Real Techniques Brightening Concealer Brush. I'm not a big fan of it. Like, this part just seems so big for no reason. but I will use it sometimes. My favorite one, I got this from Target, is this Sonia I don't know, but it's a flat top concealer, and it's at Target, like, and I like it. I really, really, really like it. So, yeah. So I'm gonna use this brush. I don't use any of her products but this. Ooh, and this had a lot of product buildup on it. So let's kind of just wipe off that excess. Sorry, guys. I also use, oh my god, I usually have it. Do I not have it today? No. It's also the Real Techniques, like, concealer, but it's not like brightening, it's just a regular concealer. And I usually always have it with me. But the one thing I don't like about it is that the bristles fall out easily. Now, that could be my fault. It also could not. So we'll see. So I like to start with the outer corner, build my way up. I mean, my way in. And blend as I go, like merging them. Now I think I may have put a little bit too much brightening concealer. Yeah, I definitely did. So that's okay. That's totally okay. Because we're gonna go back in and fix it. So sometimes I tend to put a lot of products, and sometimes the product is just a lot on its own. So I'm gonna offset it with some SEPHORA glow one, just like so they cancel each other out, because you know one is darker, and then yeah, you see how that like works. I can glow. Boom. Okay, that feels a little too light up there. Or maybe it's just up the camera. I feel like sometimes the camera is making it a lot brighter. But make sure it's perfect. Or like close to perfect. And I feel like that's brightening. Like that's brighter compared to the rest of my face. That is definitely brighter. Like brighter. So we're gonna do the same thing on this side. And again, I might have put too much Juvia's place on it, but it's definitely brightening. Yes, definitely put way too much Juvia's place. And that's on me. Sometimes I don't mind this look, like the super bright, but I'm not feeling super bright right now. I'm not feeling like I should put too bright. So we're gonna go again with the SEPHORA Glow. Put that right here. And boom, and then we're gonna smooth it out again. Because I still wanted to have a brightening effect, but just not too much. And that's like a mini contour almost right there. I almost did like a mini contour. Yes, see? So I promise you, it looks so much different on camera, but it's like not horrible, you know what I'm saying? So next up, we're gonna go with foundation. Oh, no. We're gonna kind of set it. Ta-da! We're gonna let that dry, and while that dries, I'm gonna talk about the two foundations that I usually use. It's the Nessa Merrick's Yummy Skin Blur and Balm Powder. This is in the shade 9. I've been using it with a brush, but it really does come with like a little spatula thing that I guess you're supposed to scoop. I don't really like the scooping motion. I really don't. So I love the brush. I just love using the brush and just doing that. And this has lasted me a while. I've like, you know, finally hit pan after months. And I don't use this every day, so I'll say that much. I don't use it every day. So that could also be it. But is it a lot of product for $36? Yes and no, because it does last you a minute. Like, even when you hit pan, like me, and I start in the center and then work my way out, I feel like you get a lot. And then, also, if you're, like, you can't brush it out, you get, like, this little spatula, I guess you can use, you know. but, you know. But what I am going to use is a Tower Beauty SunnyDays, tinted sunscreen. There we go. And then this is in the shade 6030. So it looks splotchy over here, like everywhere, but the foundation obviously is gonna take that out. Oh my god, I blew air right into my face. Oh, guys, not doing great. Okay. I'll do a little right here. A little bit right. Ooh. Okay. I farted. Boom. Now we are gonna go in with a brush. And the brush that I use is not this one. While it is good, this is not the one I use. I use the buffing brush. Oh, no, it is. Guys, sorry. It's the e.l.f. buffing foundation brush, and I love it. Again, trusty Milani. Spray it. Wipe it out. I like to take off like the excess foundation, like from prior. Just so like if I used a different foundation shade, like at least the top layer is gone. You know, it's not fully clean, of course, but at least that part. I just do that. And if there's any parts I miss, like especially with my forehead, if I have a wig on, it gets a little bit harder, and that's where I use a sponge, and I use the Real Techniques one. It's like the classic one that you've seen probably. Ooh, there is something on my lip. I can feel it. Okay, not there. I'm not done. I see that. You see, look at that. And I'm gonna try and avoid my under eye because that I want to keep that brightening still. Sometimes I don't avoid it, but in this case I do want to avoid it, and you'll see. Okay, so we're getting into my forehead, and usually with my forehead, if I was wearing my natural hair or even braids, this wouldn't have been an issue. But because I have a wig and I have my edges done, it gets a little bit harder. So this is where I kind of like get really careful, and I'll like go in with a sponge, my Real Techniques sponge, and just like dab this, and then dab it in like the small creases. And boom, it's relatively done. Okay, so far, so we have. Okay, let's just, oh, ow, my hair, hey. Oof. So this is what we have so far. Next up, so I showed you my favorite foundations. I have a lot more. There's a lot more I want to get, but these are the two that I showed you are my top. You know, I've never been able to get the spatula back in ever since I took it out, and it's been pissing me off low-key. Vanessa, girl. Anyways. Oof. Staring off into space because I'm okay. Doesn't matter. We're gonna move on. Now, in this case, I can start wiping off my lip because I'm not going to put anything around my lips, around my lip area. So I take a Q-tip, my cellar water. I got this from TJ Maxx, I'm not going to lie to you. But Garnier is really good. I've used that for years. This just happened to be on sale when I needed it. And it's been trusty ever since. And girl. And like, is the lip still oil on? It is. But it just helps keep my lips moisturized as I'm going through this whole process. Next up is what? eyeliner, but also I'm gonna also start setting my under eye with powder. And I don't know if this company still like exists, just because I haven't seen them on Ulta for a minute, and then when I checked their website, they're also gone. But it's Beauty Bakery Bite Size Pinch of Flour setting powder in the shade Cassava or Yellow. And I love this brand. It's black owned, so I don't know what happened. And I know there was this whole thing with Huda Beauty, and they kind of stole their concept from them. But we're gonna persevere anyways. If I can find my freaking powder puff. Okay, guys, seems like I can't find my powder puff. Totally okay. Totally fine. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. So I guess we can do eyeliner. I guess we'll do eyeliner. But this is so sad, because I usually have it. Pause while I take a minute to find it. Okay, so I couldn't find it, but that's okay. It's okay, because I have a brush instead, and this brush is fine. I use this brush too, and it's a little bit more precise, a little bit to an extent. So I'm gonna do that. I really want to find this powder because I love it. I'm gonna do that. Okay, there we go. I didn't put enough product the first time. And yellow is just brightening it. You're like, yellow? Yes. Yellow. And what I've heard is that when you use cream product or like liquid products, you're supposed to layer it with powder products, but I don't know. Okay, this side doesn't look like it has enough powder. So, just setting it, baking. So far, so good. And while that is setting, basically, for a couple minutes, I'm going to go ahead and do blush. And blush is pretty easy. I have all types of blush, but my favorite blush of currently, and NYX is super good with this, Sweet Cheeks Blush Tint in the shade Showgirl. And this is super pigmented. Like, look at that. Like, look. So I'm just going to put a dab and a dab. And then I'm going to go in with my blush brush, liquid blush brush from e.l.f. Again, spray, spritz and spray. And I've been using the same blush for a minute, so I don't really need to wipe, but I am going to wipe just to keep it cleanly a little bit. So I put my micellar water, and look at all this product that lifted from it. And I've just used this yesterday too. And I could keep going, but we will not. So we're gonna go in. It's a little bit damp now. And I like to like spread it out. I like to beat it a little bit. Good. And then I do that. It's super pigmented, so I have to like go in. You see that? The same thing to this side. I feel like I can dab my nose a little bit. And I feel like on camera it looks a lot, but in person it's not. But if it is, I go in with a brush, my foundation brush, and I just like buff out. You see that? I have like hatch right here. I just do that so it doesn't look as intense in like pictures or whatever. Because it is very pigmented, like as you can see. So I haven't found like a very subtle one. There is one that I found is from Item Beauty, but they're discontinued, so that's really sad. And I'm not really using it because it's so special and it's not here anymore. But again, if I get, I should keep maintaining that. Okay, good. Now this is not my favorite eyeliner. Now we're gonna do eyeliner, but this is not my favorite eyeliner, and it's the e.l.f. Expert Liquid Liner. Not my favorite, but it's the one I have. My favorite is the NYX one, and I have it in the shade brown, but I want black, so we're gonna do black. So I'm gonna go a little bit off camera because it's gonna be a long process. I'm gonna come back and show you my eyeliner when it's done. So I'll be back. Don't go anywhere. And we're back. So this took so long to do, but like I messed up. They look like cousins, not sisters, but move on. Don't fucking ask. Thank you. This is the best we're gonna get. And like I said, I don't really like that eyeliner just because it's a lot harder with the NYX one. It's like a pen. It feels like more of a pen, like I can just, and it's waterproof too. This is not waterproof, so I have to let this dry for a little bit. But in the meantime, we've done that. So let's move on to my favorite part, my lip combo. Okay, moving on. Okay. Making sure foundation concealer is a clean surface I'm working with. So then we're gonna go in with my brown lip liner, my brown lip liner girly. I've been in that for a minute now. I used to be a black lip liner girly. I don't think black is cutting it lately, at least not right now, because we're moving into like spring and like summer. It is very dreary, but like, so we're gonna use the Essence Stay and Play. I don't know why it's Stay and Play gel eyeliner, and it's like, but you're doing your lips. Don't fucking ask. This is what I use, and this is what y'all gonna get. Take it or leave it. Actually, I don't care if you take it. This is my fucking routine. JK, so sorry. But it's really good. Honestly, don't know. I don't know if I'm supposed to sharpen this, so I have to search up like what happens when we get to the very end. But I got this like a few weeks ago. I want to say like 2-3 weeks ago. But I also have a lot. This is also the black one from Essence. This is Contour. Never used that. But there's also a really beautiful lip liner that I love. It's from NYX. I'm trying to find it, because NYX has some very good ones I will not buy. And it's like the Plump It one. Oh my god. If I can find it. Maybe not right now. Maybe not now. But it's really nice. When I find it, I'll do a routine with it, showing all my like lip liners and everything. But we're gonna go in like this. Oh, where did it get wet? So the corner of my lips is where I tend to like struggle with, in the sense that it looks like wider. So I tend to like wipe it off and blend it. Ooh, girl. And then I might have to like go back in like this, and this is usually how I leave it. And then we are going to do, I don't know if I'm feeling pink or should I just do a clear gloss. I might do a clear gloss for today. I think that's the vibe. It's a clear gloss, but honestly there's so many different colors. I could have gone with brown. This is just like a lip oil, again from Fenty. I got the 3-pack. This, I might feel that. I do love this tiramisu. I love this combo. Red. Is this red? Yeah, this is red. Or we might just do clear. I think clear is a vibe. I feel clear is vibe. And I'm gonna use my topicals. I finally got my hands on this and I'm so excited. I love it. Oh, so beautiful. And it's black owned. Okay. It's not much of a combo now. I'm gonna add pink. You guys got me. I'm gonna add pink. Thought I wasn't going to, but I am gonna add my favorite one, NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Tiramisu. And I do clear just because it's like natural and I just can work with it easier. And I put on color. And this is the full look. Then, what's my favorite step? Set it! With the Revolution SuperFix Super Hold Mist and Spray. This is like really good. But I do love the One Size Setting Spray. That one, the original one, super good. I don't use glitter. Please don't act it. Because I will not be using glitter. So, shake it. Okay, now we're done. I'm gonna push this to the side. Ugh. I'm gonna go in. And the eyeliner is also dry by this point, I would hope. We're gonna find out. Close your eyes. Oh, my lashes are good too. They're not like sticky. Okay, that one directly went inside my eye. Not gonna lie. Let me just wait. I'm gonna keep waiting. I'm gonna just do this in the meantime. I guess I can fix my hair. So I'm supposed to curl it, which I'm not gonna do. I might show you later in a new video, but this is the final look of my makeup. And that's all the steps I took to get from there to here. And yeah, this is what I normally do on a normal basis. And it does take me this long, so yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed my channel. Like the color. Once again, my name is Sage. Like the color. And I'll see you later.